Hello everyone.
Hello, hello. Here we are. So let's give it a few seconds to check that everything is fine with the sound.
So just sound-wise, like first sound feedback. Can you hear me? Can you hear Galeas? Hello Wadapan.
Hello, hello.
And I'm pretty sure you can
Me
see
as
us
well.
too. So yeah, we'll give everyone a few minutes to join for the late people, and then we'll get started. Maybe we could start with introducing ourselves, right? For the people that don't know us.
Yeah,
So I'm
let's do it.
Galeas. I
So hello
was
Galeas.
formerly a community manager, and now I'm taking care of influencers. But yeah, here I am hosting today. Now to you guys.
So hello, I'm Drestam. You might have seen me during other live stream. I've taken over Galeas' position as product community manager for Aion, and yeah, here I am.
And I'm Vadapan. You don't see me, but I'm working on QA for Aion, and I will show you some gameplay.
He's basically the guy in the shadows, doing all the gameplay stuff.
Real expert.
So, as a change today, I will be the one asking the questions.
And I will be the
that's
one
going to be
answering.
new. And then the rest time, it's going to be up to you to answer it this time. I'm done with answering questions. Now it's your time to shine, right?
We'll see if people behave.
Yes.
So yeah, I see a lot of you saying the giveaway keyword. I just want to explain a bit. So like the giveaway will be for the whole stream. So during any point at the stream, if you write the word storm, you will be inside the giveaway. And at the end of the stream, we will just award 10 winners to earn a Gameforge coupon.
So can you tell us already what's going to be the value of these coupons, maybe?
So it will be €3 coupon, and we'll give out to 10 players, 10 people.
Okay, so we do this at the end, so that it's clear for everyone. You can type in now to participate, and we do all of this at the end, so that we don't get sidetracked while we actually present the content. So now comes the next step. What are we going to talk about today?
So today we're going to talk mainly about the 2.0 update that will come pretty soon. We won't give the date yet, but it's coming.
So since I'm the one asking the questions, 2.0 when? That would be my first question.
Sorry, we can't give the date yet.
Okay.
You will have to wait for further announcements, but it's getting very close.
And we should, I assume, because I know it works a bit, get some news probably in a matter of days, right? We'll see about that. So today we cover mostly the content of 2.0. I will ask you the questions. Guys, you will show what's up with the update, what people can expect, why is it an exciting update. And of course, everyone in the chat will take your questions. We'll first do it like halfway of the stream. At some point we will make a small break for questions, and then of course at the end we'll take more questions from the chat, and also questions that we already gathered on our side, of course, from Discord and from the community in general. If that sounds good to everyone, of course.
You said it all.
Okay, so I guess now it's been 7 minutes. We will be able to get started finally. How about we show the game window first from Vadapan?
Let's go for it. And here we are. In game, in our 2.0 server.
So we are at the moment in Sanctum. I guess everyone who's playing Aion Classic at the moment knows the last quest you get in Sanctum. It's bound for Ingison, and you are stuck at this NPC, but with the next patch you can talk to this NPC, and then you get teleported.
I'm just gonna cut you for 1 sec, Vadapan. Drestam, since you are in charge, someone said we could maybe up the volume from Vadapan.
Oh, sure.
Because his voice is a bit low, so maybe up it a bit, and then it's gonna sound better.
We'll be there any minute.
Just after the cutscene. Let's join the cutscene for now.
Uninterrupt the scene.
It's a Dredgian. The fortress is under attack. Stand your ground. Reinforcements have arrived.
Tear the Dredgian apart! Protect the fortress!
Kill every last one of them.
Guys, I must say, like, real gamers press the skip buttons. I read it in the chat. I don't know if you agree with that. But...
Nah, I don't agree. We need to see the cutscenes, such amazing cutscenes from 2023.
Yeah, I also can agree.
I'm sorry, but is this Helios again?
Yeah,
I strongly disagree with such a decision. We should show Asmo.
Yeah, no, I know. I decided to show Ilios at this stream because for the back then for the retail streams I only showed Asmodean, so I decided for Classic I show no. Yeah, a bit.
All right, I will take it as a valid excuse. So maybe we would start talking about the level cap. Let's go with that first, if that's fine for everyone.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm now level
Wait,
55.
I had your screen for a bit because I need to up your sound on Discord. And I don't want to show my whole Discord.
And please be aware, everyone, while you are triggering this, that if you have questions, you can ask them later. So if you write questions now, unless it's about what we are talking currently, we will probably not answer it now. We'll answer it later. So save your questions that are not related to what we are broadcasting right now, and we'll take care of it later.
Okay, what happened? Try talking.
Yeah, let's test. It's.
Okay.
I hope it's better now.
Be better.
People will let us know. Can you hear him better now? Okay, I see no objections, so I will assume, yeah, someone says yes. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, sorry guys, there is a bit of delay between when we speak and when we actually see the chat. So yeah, let's get moving with the level, as I was saying.
Yeah, so as you can see, my level is 55 now, so this will be the new maximum level. So we have 5 additional new levels. And we added the new maps Ingison with 2 fortresses, a lot of instances, a lot of quests, artifacts, and also we have the Slintera Canyon, and also Gekmaros is here. So there's a lot to do on this maps, a lot of quests, sieges, and so on.
So maybe let's start with the actual. So you said, of course, people will be able to gain 5 levels, right, from 50 to 55.
Yes.
Can you maybe enlighten us about the pace of this leveling? Like, is it going to be fast? Is it going to be slow?
The leveling will be faster than you may know if you played NA or something like this, because we also we said we increased the XP you needed for each level for our classic version until 50 for 1.9, and we also increased this for 51 up to 55. So also the 5 new levels you need more XP to collect. I maybe can show you for 55 you need 512 million experience to fill up the last.
Okay, so how long do you think it would take, like, if you have to give a rough estimate, like for the real hardcore players, like the ones who will be here, that won't sleep until they reach 55?
Could be, depends on how you prepare stuff, what is your gear, and so on. There are different ways to level. If you do a lot of repeatable quests or not, it's maybe a bit faster, a bit slower, but we maybe can see it after 24 hours, someone to reach level 55, but I think the most of the players will be a bit slower. For example, you also get new campaign quests here. Let me talk to the NPC, then we can see it.
And so the campaign quests are the ones that give the most XP, right?
Yeah. These are the quests. that still gives a lot experience. You now have here 7 quests, and if I remember correctly, if you do 6 of these quests, you're still level 52 or 53.
Okay, so you still have to do a lot of quests next to the campaign.
I think
Lots of
after the 4
activities.
quests, I was still level 51 or something like this. So it takes a lot of experience. So it's not just doing the campaign quest and you are level up. That
Yeah,
will not
you will need more sources of XP. All right, I guess that's pretty clear for the leveling phase, let's say. Yeah, what else can you tell us? Maybe about equipment sets? We could move to that topic.
Yeah, I would say we get a lot of new gear in this patch. I made a rough list with only the gear sets, so if all 5 gear parts are somehow fit to each other. And I counted 10 gear sets for the Helios, 10 for the Asmodeans, and 14 overall new sets. For example, I collected all the plate sets here in my pets, and I can maybe go quick through it. This is a new coin gear. It's not the Mithril gear, it's for the... I guess it's the next step for the light coin quest. Then we have here the Mithril gear. You can buy it, for example, here at the NPC.
Yes.
Um,
So I remember that you actually showed this in the team channel the other day, right? You were like
Yeah,
listing all the
because
sets. Yeah, I saw that
was
message.
crazy.
I remember.
This should be the Udas Temple gear. Then we have the gear from the Upper Abyss instances. Then we have here a quest gear from Udas, but you only get one part of it. This is craft gear.
Okay, so craft with the new recipe that will be available.
Yeah, we'll come to that later. I think the crafting is also part of our topics, and of course the instances. Since you mentioned Udas earlier, we will go through the new dungeons and what you can expect from it. That's planned. Yeah.
This gear, for example, is a 5 quest series in Ingison you have to do. Then here is Gate Captain gear. You have to kill the gate monsters in Ingison or Gate Maros to obtain this gear. This should be open world drop or instance drop gear like the demolition gear or the elder gear, I guess. This is again some craft gear.
Okay, all right. What about are there any new skills, stigmas that you can get with the progression this time?
Yes, you get a lot of new skills and stigmas. You get 2 more stigma slots. Maybe wait, I don't teleport away from here.
I strive for quality.
Here, for example, you can see this one. This is the old, but with level. I don't know which level exactly. You get the 6th stigma slot, but also you can expand here more. For example, here's a quest, and you get a new stigma slot for it.
We will come back to PvP gear, guys.
To the PvP
Some
gear,
people
yeah.
are
No worries.
asking in the chat. We'll come back to that. Don't worry. We will talk about it. It's not forgotten.
So for the new stigmas and skill books and so on, you have to go to this cool statue. It's not buyable via this NPCs, I can show you. Here I still have all the books, and these are only the level 50 books. So you have to go to the Kaisenol's roster. And here on top you have the NPCs who sell you all the new skills.
And will these prices be definitive? Like, are those final?
Yes, the prices should not be changed, so this is the amount of kina you have to pay for this.
So I assume we didn't change anything there, right? It's the default settings from that we got
Yes.
from NC.
These are the default settings for this one.
So same
And-
system as before, you need to buy your skill books. Here, nothing new.
Nice day.
And also here you can see you can buy much more stigmas. You can go now for the full tree. They cost Abyss points.
And so you have all the new levels also for Stigma.
Yes. And at the moment we are in this room, then I can go also to the other side because I saw the question in the chat. Here, for example, we have the new PvP gear.
There it is. So you can even see the price, even better
Okay,
than
so
just the
yeah,
stats.
that's what people wanted to see, so let's have a look.
So the names maybe can also change because they are different. This is a non-elite version of the level 55 gear, and here you can have the elite version of the gear.
So this is the high-end one.
Yes. For example, you have to pay for the armor around 3.2 million Abyss points and need 525 new.
There you have your
Okay,
objective.
let's try to take a few questions from the chat that are actually related to the topic we're talking about. Will there be PvP gear from arenas? Someone's asking in the chat.
Yes, more or less. I can run there. It's very nearby.
Okay, so everything through the statue. What is it? Very important.
Yeah, basically every time you have to use a statue to get. I think you can also buy it in Ingisan and so on, the gear, but some, like the skill books, are only there. And here, the NPCs are new, and here you can buy for medals TAC gear. But there is no epic gear or something like this from Arena.
Okay, so there is some gear, but not that great of a gear, let's say.
It's a good starter PvP gear.
Yeah, exactly.
it's
It's
a
not the
PvE
high-end
gear,
stuff that you get from there.
I
of
think
course.
it's PvE gear, more or less.
Yeah,
we have,
that's yeah.
on it, so PvP gear wise there is otherwise nothing here. I can go through it.
So we talked about the PvP gear and where you can get the high-end PvP gear, the one you showed before this one. Can you maybe enlighten us where is the best PvE gear right now with this patch?
The best PvE gear should be found in the Bashmundir Temple in hard mode, and this is the internal storming gear. I should also have this in the cube. It should be here. It can be 5 or 6 slotted, so if one piece is dropping, you have to be lucky. Maybe it's also 6 slot and you can get one more mana stones for your gear or not. But yeah, this should be the end level gear. The rest is also very good gear, but maybe not then the best. This is stat-wise a bit better. Yeah.
So earlier you mentioned some crafting gear. How does this one compare to...
The crafting gear, okay, this one can also be equal to the storming gear because it's very, very powerful. but also very, very hard to get, because first of all, crafting, you can make it up to level 500 and higher, and you have to do level 500 crafts. You need a lot of materials, you need crystals. You can craft 1 crystal each day, for example, and you need for the armor or for the weapon, I think 18 crystals, and then you want to do another craft, and then you need 6 crystals more or something like this. So it's very, very expensive, but it's also very good. It's very, very good. Yeah.
Someone was asking me about Meshmurdia Temple. We will cover the instances and the list of what you have and everything just a bit later. So hold on to that question and we will answer it for sure. So yeah, we talked about level cap, XP, equipment, stigmas, a bit of the skills with the skill books. What about the professions? Because I understand that there is a new cap for maximum cap for the crafting jobs, right?
Yes, as I said 1 minute before, it's level 500, or it's 549 or something like this. But basically the last crafts are at level 500, and yeah, it's most of the part it's for gear, and some like alchemy can also craft new crit scrolls, for example, better potions. Yeah,
all right.
It will be very expensive to level this one up, because
so next on my list,
very, very good gear.
Sorry for the interruption. Next on my list would be the new zones. Can we go explore a bit?
Well, yeah, we've seen Ingison already. Maybe we can see the other side.
Give me a second.
Yeah, because we have cheats. We can just change whenever we want.
Just for the sake of showing stuff to you guys. So I'm also reading the questions from the chat. Don't worry, guys. We'll keep on covering some. And in actually not so long, we will make our first small break to take Q&A. So questions from the chat. But I'm checking if there are anything right now.
For example, now I'm in Great Maros.
It's easy to kill monsters. Someone said release on 16th, smile to confirm, and I'm always smiling, so it's cheating. I would be smiling for everything.
You got tricked there. Yeah, as we said earlier, because it's been already half an hour almost. We said at the very beginning of the stream that the release date is not going to be given today. It's not like, we don't want to tell you. It's like, as always, we are still in the process of, making the last preparations, and we always make sure that everything is ready and 100% correct before we announce the date. So, but it's getting closer. Obviously, as you can imagine, if there is a stream right now, it means it's coming.
It's getting closer, and what we can tell you, though, is that the release date will be very close to the actual release, so...
So you mean the reveal of the release date will be
the
done, and then shortly after there will be the release, right?
That's it.
Okay,
a bit mixed up with my words.
No, it's just, it's me, man. It's like, I want to make sure I understand things correctly.
You got it right.
Yeah, I mean, if it was just about the release date, guys, we will not make a stream just to tell you the release date. We will just have put it in the news that we posted. When did you post it, Drestam, actually? Was it
Actually, I haven't posted news yet for 2.0. We only had the trailer so far.
Wasn't there some sort of a teaser? Or did I just imagine
we posted the trailer and...
yes.
Yeah, okay. We had the press release. But
you see, I'm so disconnected with everything now. I'm just a normal player. I'm just asking questions like a normal person.
Just like usual, you will have spoiler news, but they will be coming a bit later. Okay, you have spoiler news with all the details. We'll try to publish patch notes as early as we can also. So yeah, don't worry. You will have every info you will need before the actual update, but it won't be right now.
Okay, and
For
maybe
example, here you can also see you have daily quests here to hunt monsters and so on the other map.
Are there
Okay.
also like reputations like we had in previous version?
Yes,
or...
this was daily quests.
Okay.
And here we have the Silentera Canyon. You have also a lot of quests.
So
Here.
can you access the canyon whenever you want?
You can access them only if you have one fortress. For example, this is a good example. This is a bit different compared to the old Aion version. In the old Aion version, you needed both fortresses to access the Silentera Canyon. But in Classic, in the Korean version, or also in our version, you only need one fortress to enter the Silentera Canyon.
Oh, so it's easier to get there.
Yeah, so it's easier to get there, but also it can happen that you can't exit it if the enemy faction take both of your fortresses. Or at the start, both fortresses will be Balaur, so you can't enter the Silentera or Gelgmaros immediately at St. Elios. Or the other way around.
So next on my checklist would be, do we have world bosses or new world bosses?
Yes, we have the 2 new big world bosses, Omega and Ragnarok. The Omega will spawn in Ingison, and Ragnarok will spawn in Gelgmaros. And the bosses will drop. I think they are imported for epic accessory gear, like necklace, earrings, ring, hats. These are the main routes of these bosses.
And can we see them right now, or do they only spawn at specific times?
We restarted today the classic servers, and they spawn not immediately, they spawn some hours after the server restart. So they should not be up now because it's, I don't know the exact numbers of these bosses at the moment.
Okay.
Basically
So it will be a few hours.
I think also these numbers are listed on different useful websites.
Yeah, of course. I think we'll also provide it in the patch notes. It usually reports on the information, so...
As usual, everything we cannot answer today is probably going to be in the patch notes when the patch notes are available.
Exactly. Or we'll find the information at some point and
let you know. Yeah, of course.
And we'll let you know.
All right. So, how about we make a small Q&A break? What do you think, Drestam?
Let's do that. Let's watch the chat. If you have questions about what we saw so far, I know you will probably have many questions about dungeons and everything, but that will come in the second part.
Yes. So since I have the fun job today, I'm going to pick the questions and you're going to have to answer them. All right?
Let's try it.
There is just one that I saw. So those are going to be more general questions now, of course. So, and then at the end, also more general questions. Very easy to answer. Is there a server merge planned?
So not for now. For now, both servers are very healthy. We expect many people to come back for Aion 2.0 and Classic 2.0. So no, for now, we don't plan a merge. We will, of course, keep monitoring both servers, and if needed, we will definitely take some decision here.
I guess also especially that there is a new update, so merging right before an update where we actually expect more players
that
to
would
join.
just crowd servers and We remember how it ended up in the beginning.
Yeah, when we had to open a second server. Yeah, everyone remembers that, I guess. There is no need to develop on that. All right, I'm checking for more questions in the chat. Just pick one also if you see one that you think you can answer or is interesting.
Well, there is the big questions, like the elephant in the room.
Okay,
what are we doing?
Which one is that? So you want to tackle this one now?
I mean, why not?
It's up to you. I mean, I'm all in for having answers, man. I'm just a normal player. I want answers. Okay, so yeah, one of the big topics, of course, is the bots in the game right now.
So yeah.
So what can you tell us about this?
So about bots, yeah, we've been saying a lot that we're working on it and everything. It's of course still the case. We told you in the beginning that the report button in-game was not working, which is now not the case anymore, so it works. Of course, we won't explain the details or anything, but if you meet bots, you can use the report button in-game, and it would help support with their investigation, because each case needs to be reviewed, and yeah, it would help a lot support from checking which account needs to be sanctioned if needed.
Maybe Vadapan can show us where to find this button in-game and how to use it.
If you press this, or it's a standard key, it's K, and then under action you have the report auto hunting button. You have to select another player and then press a button, and then there is a message. I think the message shows, hey, please only report if you are very sure that it's a bot, and then you have to confirm.
So yeah, to answer Askain9, I think that's your name. The button works. That's exactly the point of us talking about it now. This button now works and is helping our support team to actually investigate on people.
So of course we're taking more measures, but yeah, the report button is something we really wanted to work on because it's the easiest way to actually report someone. We know making tickets is not like it takes time for you, so at least we wanted to fix that.
Yeah, so that's I think because we talked with the Aion team earlier, I was there too for once, and I think the message is also to make you understand, guys, that there is stuff happening. We are not standing there doing nothing. There is stuff happening with this topic, but also with other topics. And maybe you want to say a word about that, Drestam.
Yeah, of course. So we know there are not only bots, like as part of breaking rules in game. We also have money trading or AP trading, this kind of stuff. So for this, of course, we're still monitoring, we're still fighting them as much as we can. For this, if you want to report them, you still have to open a ticket on our support website. We don't have other ways for now. I just want to remind people that when support replies to your ticket, when you report someone, if you don't see the account ban, it doesn't mean that we won't do anything. When support replies to your ticket, they will start investigating the account, and if they tell you that they can't give you details about what will happen on the account, it's simply because they're not allowed to. They are GDPR laws mostly, and they can't tell you if an account you reported will be banned or not because you're not the owner of the account. But yeah, everything just to make sure that stuff happens, accounts are investigated. If needed, they will be sanctioned. So yeah, it happens.
I think it's something we've said already a lot of times, but I mean, some people also are new, joined recently. It's the fact that we don't tell you exactly what's happening is also obvious. We don't want to explain you how we catch cheaters and such people.
Because the more we say,
that's why usually we don't really explain what's happening. But I've seen many people telling me in these last days that they've saw some things happening. So yeah, I think we are improving there, and we will keep on working hard. For us, it's not like it's never over. We will constantly keep on try to improve, right, on such topics. But yeah, I guess that was the message more or less, and also explaining that yes, we have people working on that. I know there is this rumor that no one gets banned, that no one gets investigated. We know for a fact, because those are our colleagues and we see them every day, that this is not the case. So yeah, I think that's what we could say, right, about this big topic.
That's all we wanted to add, I think. Of course, if you have more questions, feel free to ask them in the chat or later on Discord or any social media channel. We'll be happy to answer, but yeah, for now, that's all we have on the topic.
I'm checking for more questions, maybe one or two more, and then we can...
Yeah.
Then we can go on with the actual 2.0 content.
I actually forgot something about this topic. Thank you for everyone who reported so far.
Yes.
We hope you keep doing it.
There are people that are sending us entire lists, and this is very, very, very helpful. Yeah.
So really, thank you to all of you. It's amazing.
Yes. Okay, let's try to pick up maybe another question. I'm scrolling right now. Yes. I think probably we would have covered it later, but let's cut to the chase and handle this one, because I think it's an easy one also. People were asking earlier several times about the drop rates, if there's going to be any change, any nerf, because we know that in other regions before there were several nerfs in between patches. So how is it going to be for us with 2.0 compared to what we have now?
So as many people know, it's not really a 2.0 version. It's a 2.4 with gated content. So the drop rate and everything will be 2.4 version. So nothing will change on this side. It's the official weights. We didn't customize them. So
no decreasing from now to the next version, right?
And,
exactly.
And only, for example, also 1.9 was running on this 2.4 version. So nothing got changed there.
Okay. Yeah, just to clarify, because I saw that a lot. If the drop was going to be nerfed, was going to be increased, changed, or stay the same. So yeah, at least on that we can be pretty clear. How about maybe now we already move on to the next 2.0 specific topics, and we'll take, of course, way more Q&A questions after that.
Let's go with the dungeons.
So yeah, okay. So you spoiled it. My job is done.
Sorry.
Thank you, everyone. I can leave now. No, I'm just joking, of course. So yeah, now we wanted to talk about the dungeons. Should we start maybe with PvP? Because what matters is PvP, right? We can all agree on that.
Exactly. Yeah, for example, PvP is a good example because it's at the moment open. We extra open the dungeon or the Drestam. It's basically not a Drestam, it's a more or less dungeon. For this next hour, so this will close in I think 90 minutes. So these are not the real times, but I can give you them, for example. First we have the complete new and classic, the how it's called, it's the TIA research laboratory, and you can enter this one time daily, and it will open between 20 to 22.
Okay, so during the prime time.
And of course, as usual, all the entry dates, times will be documented in details in the patch note for all of these activities.
And like the normal Drestam or something like this, you have here the window. You can then go here and press enter. Then you have the search function and you get an entry.
All right, so don't mind me, guys. I'm just writing questions from the chat on my notebook so that I can.
And this is how the map look like. Give me 10 seconds.
What's gonna happen in 10 seconds? I want to know.
See the map. Think.
So I'm back. I also prepared 2 characters before.
You are going, so we can explain what's going up in the background. It's going from one PC to another.
Yeah.
He's playing multiple accounts at once.
That's actually a question for later.
And
Well,
yeah,
you
this
asked
one
for
is
it, Drestam, you
I
asked
play
for it.
myself there.
You dug your own grave, Drestam. I'm sorry, but
And basically, this one is like a normal, I would say a normal direction. You can compare it to a direction. You have a timer running with the preparation phase, and as soon as the timer is at 0, a new timer will start, and you have to fight the enemy map and also the NPCs here on this map to gain points. The complete map is dark, and it will you can see the complete map, as soon as you capture one section. Then you see the map, like here. And if you lose the section, it's then dark again.
all right. Someone was just asking in the chat, can you show the instance info window again? I guess we are here to show stuff. So
For
Yeah,
the
I
number
guess they
of
wanted
entries
to
and stuff.
see
Yeah.
all the entries.
yes, I
So
guess
as long as
that's what. Yeah.
we have the preparation phase, you can enter Bashmundia Temple normal mode and hard mode 7 times a week. So if you enter the normal mode version, also the hard mode version get reduced. So they share the entries, so you can enter Bashmundia Temple normal or hard mode 7 times a week. The same is for Lower Udas Temple 7 times a week and the normal Udas Temple. Then we have the solo instance Tarlok. It's also 7 times a week. We have Seed Red. It's 1 time daily. Also the tier is 1 time. Miren, Krisis, and Proton is 1 time daily, but you need an entry item from a quest. There are 2 weekly quests if you have the fortress and not. So you can't enter every day the instances. You need the item for it. And I think the last one should be ESO, and this is 1 time.
So let me interrupt you just for a sec. Can you tell us if there were any changes in the schedule, or if it's the usual normal schedule that we got, like same as Korea when they had this?
Yeah, we should have the same as Korea.
Okay, so it's not like we made changes. It's like it's the default settings, right?
I'm not 100% sure if they had 7 times Bashmundia a week or 1 time daily. But I think we decided for our users that 7 times a week is better than, like, I think NA had 1 time daily or something like this.
Yeah, I know I got the question a lot on Discord, like please make Bashmundia 7 times weekly and not 1 per day. So I think they had bad memories with those.
Yes, probably. I
So
see it
yeah,
in the chat too.
there you go.
Many people talking about that.
You asked for it, you have it.
All right. So we've seen it was Tiak, right? Do you
Yeah,
have?
this, for example, is the Tiak. It's for... With this bridge, you can enter the opposite side for the opposite faction, for example.
We have very, very specific questions, guys. Someone is asking Vadapan to go over the skill number 7.
Oh wow,
Skill
very
number
specific.
7.
This is very specific.
Okay.
It's a fun project.
There you go.
All right, this is done.
I see some people getting triggered that you do not loot mobs.
Yeah, here we are. I guess it's a speed run.
Yeah. For example, now you have here a control unit. This only takes 1 damage, like a Sokana in a direction. So it's a bit annoying because also the OP skills are only doing 1 damage.
Yeah, so it's a number of hits and not a number of damage.
But now I destroyed this one, and now I can see the map. If now an Asmodean come over here and kill this one, it will go back to Balaur, and the map will be dark, and then they have to kill it again, and then they can see this part of the map, get the points, and it's for them.
Okay, so to capture a point, you need to kill this control unit.
Yes, for example, to get some points and also to get here vision about the map. And you can kill some NPCs for points. There are so many ways in this race versus race battle to get some points. For
Yeah, so
example,
I think
here's
anything you
other-
do bring you points. Like if you kill NPCs, you get points. If you kill players, you get points. If you capture a zone, you
Yes.
get points.
There should be also some points. If you capture this one, you get points every X seconds and so on. And some boss monsters with, I think, who gives 2,000 points can also spawn in the area. And here are, for example, also some gathering sources. So you can also gather inside this.
And even the gathering will give you points, right?
Yes, I guess.
Oh. So you can really do anything, and yeah. So that would be a lot of strategies for this one.
Okay. I've heard that there is also a new Dredgen. Just my little finger told me, you know?
Yes, it's a Sea Dread. It's basically the same as B Dread. You can already, as this B Dread, you can already enter on the current version. It's a bit different at one or two things, but the base difference is all the monsters inside there are level 55, and it gives you a bit more of abbot points and so on.
Can you tell us the Dredgen entries? What they are? If possible?
For this one, it was daily 20 to 22, and the C Dread is like the B Dread, also daily 12 to 14, 18 to 20, and midnight to 2 a.m.
Okay. C stands for Chantral, right?
Yes.
Is it not? Yeah. So good with my Aion lore. Okay. So yeah, that basically is it for the new PvP instances. Let's call it like that. Is there any question regarding those? Let's have a look.
So it's technically, yeah. So you take the question. Still not that I'm completely used to it.
Will you be able to port to NPCs for quests? So, just a reminder, we decided to not have this function and we said we'll bring it back later. Are we bringing it back already with 2.0 or are we still waiting a bit?
So no, we are still waiting a bit. It won't be back with 2.0. So yeah. We'll keep, of course, like this function was added like so that people that are late could catch up with other people because it takes time to run two NPCs. But since there will be like it's pretty new for everyone because it would be a new patch, so new quest 55 and everything. So no, we won't bring the teleportation for now.
Okay, that's interesting. Since we are still talking about PvP, maybe we can tackle this one too, which is very important, is will we get some reward when we defend in Siege? Because currently you have only rewards when you're attacking.
So for this one, we don't want to spoil it yet. So you will have to find out. Play Sieges.
I'm not happy with this answer.
We can only say play them.
I expected something different from you, Drestam. I'm so disappointed. Joke aside,
we want to keep some surprise.
Yeah, as some people are asking about the Udas chest, I think we will talk about it actually when we talk about Udas in a few minutes when we talk about the PvE dungeons. And yes, we can answer that question.
I can spoil something. You will have a definite answer regarding the Udas chest.
Yes. We have an answer for you, a precise one. Then I guess, wait, there was another question I wanted to tackle because it was related to... no. Is the Kina limit increased? Question from a player.
That would be for what happened.
The Kina cap.
Yes,
I guess.
with higher levels you can sell more stuff to, or you can get a daily amount more Kina from the NPC. So I think it's 2 or 2.5 million then. So it's no longer 1.5 at level 55.
So 2.5 million kina that you can sell per day when you're
2 or
level
2.5.
55.
I can check this later when I'm in a city with my gear that I have.
well,
Maybe I can sell enough.
It's okay if we don't have the exact number right now. It will be in the patch notes again. We'll give the exact info later. But it's somewhere around 2.5. Okay, well, that's a lot more actually.
Okay, so we'll maybe let you finish, and probably we can go on with PvP instances after that.
Yeah, we can do this. We can also skip this one because it takes a while to get all the points.
So how long does
enter
check
the last boss.
last? Like how long does the fight last? Is it time gated? Is it a
Yeah,
certain
it's
number of points?
basically the same like this timer here. So you also can say it's like basically running a normal direction. For example, if you run the Seed Red, it can happen that you rush it in 10 to 15 minutes because you have weak or random opponents, or you stay until the timer is over because you have to fight very hard with your opponents because it's an equal group and so on. So I would say it very depends on the situation, on your opponents, how long it will take.
Okay. Can I get my PvE now? I'm the I'm the basic PvE boy. Can I get my PvE dungeons?
Yeah, you can get it. Which PvE dungeon you want to start?
Maybe we could start with explaining what are the new dungeons, and then we could show one of them eventually.
Because there are a few.
Yes.
So, for example, I can go open the instance list again.
Yes.
So
and
we
can
have
show-
here Veshmundir. We have Lower Uda's Temple. We have Tarlok. I think everyone want to see Tarlok, I guess.
Yes, I remember
I
Tarlok.
think not.
So many
I'm
memories
just
there.
kidding. Then we also have Udas, and we have basically Croton, Kisses, and Mirren are also PvE like ESO.
Esoterras, yeah, exactly. Tarlok sucks, yeah. Actually, I'm with the chat on that one. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But Bash is amazing, so, it balances things out a bit. Since we're talking about Udas, Drestam,
You really want to know?
I have a question for you. What's gonna happen with Udas and the chest?
So the chest is here, but it's the chest where you need a key to open it. So you will need to kill a specific mini-boss, get the key, and then you can open the chest. So
if you know, you know.
exactly, you won't be able to spam it. Let's say it this way.
Let's if you know, you know. Thanks for answering. So how about we have a quick tour in one of the PvE dungeons, or maybe we ask the chat what they want to see, and then democracy wins. Guys, just write the name of the PvE dungeon you want to see. We're not gonna go through all of it, but we'll go there. And yeah.
Okay, I think we already have a winner.
Wow, so much diversity here.
Of course, we'll see Tarlok first.
BT, I'm sorry guys, I don't know what BT is.
Okay, so as you say in the chat, I'd just like to remind, so we have a giveaway running for the Horde stream. At any point during the stream, you just write the word storm. It's a pinned message on Twitch, like at the top of the chat. You just write Storm at any point in the stream and you will be in the giveaway for a coupon in the end.
Yeah, and we will take care of it, when the stream is close to an end, and we'll let you know who are the winners. And now everyone is typing again. It's working
but
great.
we already had our winner, so it's okay.
It's okay. Okay. So I guess we saw BT, which I assume means Peshmudir Temple.
Maybe to add something here.
Yes.
You can see here you need a key to open this chest. You have to get it from the Jotons. And we
So
also
this is
know that some classes, like a cleric, can maybe do the solo and kill some Jotons and also get the key. And because of this point, we also checking at the moment with NC if we have also solution for this one, that not one class or two classes have a big benefit, that they just can loot the chest. And
So
all
it's
other
good that
classes
you speak
can't do
about it, because I think it's a good example of one of those topics that we are aware of. We are in constant discussions with NC, and those topics are important to you and to us, and we try to do something whenever we can. Let's say it that way. And there I answered the question instead of asking a question. I'm sorry, Drestam.
It's okay, we're both not used to our new roles.
Hi. Okay. So this has been said. I guess now we are heading to...
Peshmudir Temple.
They said they want BT, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I guess the chat, yeah.
It was
Did
very
they
close to Talox
also-
Hollow, but yeah, Peshmudir won.
Did they also said which version they want to do? Or they
You know
want
the
to
answer, I'm sure. Even I know the answer.
So normal mode, right?
Of course, we want the easy one.
Wrong, but... yeah, they want to see hard mode, of course.
To see the satisfaction of one-shotting a hard mode boss.
That you will never get, unfortunately for you.
And by the way, we also will have 2 Deva passes running. Or 3. I think with the start of 2.0 we will have 3 Deva passes running. One the standard pass, one for beginners. You only can have this pass if your character is not level 45. So all high level characters don't get this pass. And then we have a event pass starting with 2.0.
And will it be for new characters too? Like if you already have like a 55 character, you create a new one. Will this new one have the beginner pass too?
I think you can unlock the beginner pass there.
Okay, so it works also for alts and stuff.
At the time where I run the instance, I maybe also can open it. The standard pass at the moment is not active here on the test server. But for example, we have the event pass where you get some coins to buy some items from an NPC. You can unlock the premium pass for some more coins. And for the premium pass, we, for example, have Jasper's Grace 2 times and some coins at the last level. And also for the free-to-play pass, we have a Greater Crown. So yes, there is one AP item in the event pass, but it's just everyone can get it, for example.
And so the pass we see now is definitive, or can it still be changed before the update?
Maybe it can change a bit. This one is not fully checked, for example, the amount of coins can be wrong or something like this, but...
Yeah, so to take with caution in this specific
also
case...
the quest can be wrong, it's not 100% checked.
Yeah, okay. So let's maybe not show too much about it if we're not sure that this is actually what we'll have.
And also we have the beginner pass. Here you can see, hey, you can't unlock this because your character is higher than level... I can switch back, higher than level 45. And here you have some chests, like here's a level 20 gold weapon inside for 30 days.
Okay, so you have missions plus like a progression part, let's say it like that?
Yes.
Oh.
So you have here again silver coins like you had in the very first version of the pass. Here you have limited days wings for 30 days, the Tabata wing or Tabata event wings, 30 days. Maybe I can also go to the last stuff. Here you also have a major crown, a level 30 necklace, and a level 40 shoulders, hand, and foot. But you have to remember you can't unlock the pass for your level 50 character. So
Yeah, so it's only for
this
new
one
characters or new players.
is basically you are new, and this helps you maybe the around 10k AP, the level 30 necklace, and a level 40 elite armor gear helps you to catch up a bit if you want to go this way. For example, here I can show you the rewards also. It's just a level 40 gear part. And you can't get it with level 50, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot. When it comes to the specifics of the patch, I think, at least from my bullet points, we covered the most general stuff we wanted to cover. Is there anything else you want to mention, Vadapan or Drestam, about the content, I don't know, what excites you the most in this patch, or what are the best features in your opinion? Feel free to just...
I'm really hyped for the TIAC research base. I'm sure I will very much like... I'm not really good at PvP at the game overall, but yeah, I know I will have fun watching different strategies, because you have so many ways to earn points in this dredge. So yeah, it will be, I think, very fun.
And what about you, Vadapan?
I think it will be very interesting how to decide which gear you go for. There's a lot to do, a lot of new instances you want to do to get the best new gear and so on. Also, BT will be very, very interesting. With Ignis on Gagmaros, we also have PvP maps that are not in the abyss, so it's not about flying, because flying PvP is sometimes not the best thing. Yeah, there will be a lot of stuff.
So now, how about we go to our second Q&A session? And
While we enjoy
Drestam is gonna be put to a test with
some
even
easy
more
hard
questions
mode
than
dungeon.
before. Yes. So first I will ask the questions that we gathered from the community, Discord and everything, and I will at the same time try to pick some questions from the chat. But those are most likely, for many of them, exactly the same questions. So here is one from our friend Fellow. Hi, if you're watching. What's up with the multi-client? Any changes planned here?
So no, still no change plan for multi-clients. You still can only play one client at a time.
All right. There was another one. Also, I don't remember what it was, but it doesn't matter. What matters is the question. Any drop rates changes for Miragent and Fenris sets? So I guess it's for the elements required for the set. I think we pretty much covered it with the drop rate topic earlier, right?
Yeah, we won't have.
Nothing be changed.
Yeah, we won't have exclusive drop rates, so no changes on this side.
Okay. Next on my list, well, we covered it. It was about the CGs. Then we also talked about the botting report button.
We can maybe remind them a bit about, because it was like
let's make
ago.
Please feel free. Go ahead.
So as we said earlier, like the report button in game for bots now works. So don't hesitate to use it if you if you see any bots. It will help our support work a lot faster in banning them. So don't hesitate.
Yeah, it's one more stone, one more brick in the wall to help us fighting such behaviors. Yes, okay, this one, yes, I saw it also in the chat. The Soul Healer. Are there going to be any changes there?
So for now, there's no changes. We still have the event running until the 16th.
Yes.
We will post announcements if we keep going, if we make any changes, but for now, no. There's no change planned, and we haven't yet planned on continuing the event, so we'll keep you informed on this side. We still have many decisions to take.
Okay. Some people also were asking, I mean, I'm sure you saw it also in the Discord recently, if there are going to be any changes when it comes to the business model or things like that. Can you tell us a bit more? If there are any special plans, or if we keep on, more or less going with the same way of ending things?
So we want to do things differently that we did on live. That means that we'll keep trying stuff. That it will happen in a few weeks. So we'll try stuff. We'll see if it works or not. If you like it or not, we'll make adjustments. And yeah, but we want to take a very different direction and make the shop as attractive as possible.
So no drastic changes. That's basically what we discussed with the Aion PM, right? There was
we'll keep to try things as how can I say that, as open, like I can't find the word for it, but like as
it's all right. What we understood is that we it will not be the same as live. We took a different path because it's a different game, and we'll more or less keep doing it that way. So yeah, basically I got a message from the Aion PM right now telling me that we want to go in the direction that everyone can be happy with. If that's the best answer we can give right now.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Falling back to another question that I saw, and I lost it already. Can CL energy be sold on broker? So far it couldn't, and I guess it's not going to change, right?
Yeah, there's no plan for it, because for now it's not an item that you can sell or trade, so for now you still have to add people in your friend list and give them the silver if you want to trade it.
Okay. I'm almost done with my questions, but we will take some more, of course. Maybe a word about, because there's something that I see, like this is a personal questions that comes from me. I hear a lot like nothing's happening, or you are not improving this and that. And I think one example is the DDoS, right? We had DDoS for a while, and now the situation, fingers crossed, is getting better. But it's just one of the examples that it didn't get better just by accident. It got better because we did stuff and we tried to improve the situation, right?
Yeah, like we can't say everything we do, especially regarding what cheaters earlier or DDoS now, because the more we say, the easier it gets for people to work around it. So of course we want to stay pretty quiet about it, but yeah, we are doing stuff every time, like for bots, for anything, even for general gameplay. Like we know sometimes, like for the Udas box, we know that players absolutely didn't want the unnerfed version, we'll call it this way. So yeah, there's stuff that is happening behind the scenes. You can't always see it, we can't always talk about it, but yeah, there's definitely stuff talking. We are putting a lot of work into Aion Classic. We really want it to be a success, and we're pretty happy by what we're doing for now. So let's hope we keep going this way.
The same as what we said for bots. It's like the fact that you see a bot that is still there doesn't mean that nothing is done, and maybe you don't see the 50 that have been removed on the same day. So yeah, we can definitely assure that on all those topics things are happening, and things will keep on happening, because I think also, I mean, you were there Drestam earlier. We had a discussion with the Aion PM. We had a bit of a meeting, and we were all discussing about the future and everything. And there's also that we have planned for the future. We want Aion Classic to last, right?
Exactly.
We want it to last for
a very long time. Like we want to entertain you as long as possible. So we're still planning the next update. We want to catch up with KR so that there's not that much difference in patches.
Ah, yeah,
But-
okay. Maybe then I have a question then, since you were
Well-
mentioning the next update. People asked me and asked you, I'm very sure. They said, hey, you moved a bit, you shifted a bit the update for this summer so that we have soon and was planned, I think in July was what we put in the roadmap. So will it have any consequence on the next one, I think, which is going to be 2.4, if
Yeah,
I'm not
2.4 exactly.
mistaken? Which was planned, what is it planned for September in the roadmap or something like
It
that?
was for September, but it won't be anymore. So
Okay.
we can't say too much for now, but yeah, 2.4 won't happen in September. We decided that since we would bring 2.0 a bit later.
Yeah,
then
in August,
order-
I mean,
and
it
there
would
is
be
a
very
lot of
tight to
stuff
have
to do.
2.0 in August and then directly in September 2.4.
Yeah, like
I
there
assume.
would be a lot of stuff to do in 2.0, like all the gear you can get and everything. So, of course, we will keep monitoring general progression. We will, of course, take the feedback into consideration. But yeah,
Oh, there is
we
one
will
I'm sure
probably-
we can answer because I know the answer myself. Are you guys really planning to catch with Korea? Because it doesn't look like it. Yes, but as far as I know, catching doesn't mean catching at all cost. It's like we always said, because back then I was still CM, that we will take the necessary time. Right?
Yeah, of course. We want a faster pace, a decent pace for updates, but we won't rush it either. Like we want people to have time to enjoy the content, to progress as much as they can or as they want. So yeah, we still want a decent pace. I think we're on the right track, but yeah, it will take some time, of course, to catch up so many updates.
Yeah, it's not like we're gonna release an update every month. That would make
Yeah,
no
that's
sense
it.
at all. I mean,
So,
maybe
yeah.
for smaller updates later on it can happen, but what I mean is that, of course, it's not catching up for the sake of catching up, right? We want people to have fun, to enjoy the game, the content, and everything.
Exactly.
That's the goal there. Okay, I'm checking more questions from the chat. Yeah, this one is interesting. I know what will be your answer, but maybe we can... like, people asked several times to us to tell how many bots we're banning and everything. And, of course, we didn't do it and we won't do it, right? That's my understanding of the situation.
We decided to not share numbers about how many bots we banned so far. Because numbers don't mean much. Well, sorry.
Yeah, the thing is that
some
you
French.
you have to put them in perspective. Like,
yeah, that's it. Like we
like
can't
if
say...
we give you just a number, you're gonna say, it's a lot. How it's like everyone will have their own interpretation, and numbers they don't necessarily help because it's just a matter of perspective and personal perception. What we can ensure is that we are doing a lot, but of course it doesn't mean that we are always happy with everything, and we always try to anyway improve. I guess that's probably the case, right?
And we know that we won't be able to get rid of every bot. We're still... The objective is just to reduce them as much as we can, and we're making progress on this
side. It's
side.
like usually, yeah. It's like, we're not number based here because, as I just said earlier, numbers can...
Oh, and actually, I
They
get some
don't
word
mean
from the PM that we will give you more info about bots in the future. Probably not specific numbers, but we will share more info.
I mean, I remember we had the discussion several times in the Aion team, and there are reasons why
it's the biggest topic at the moment.
Just to make it clear, my point with this was that the fact that we don't give a number doesn't mean that we're not doing anything. It has nothing to do with that, right? That's everyone can understand that. Okay, let's go for next question.
Maybe something regarding the instance. For example, you need a quest to enter this room, so this will be also part of the patch notes. Don't forget, you can't enter all bosses because for some bosses you need a quest, for example this one.
Okay, so some part of the dungeons are locked behind quests.
Yes.
Yeah. We got several questions about medals. Maybe you can answer Vadapan. People wanted to know how you get medals. I assume how much you get per siege and things like that, if you have any idea.
You get medals via the siege, or basically you get the most medals via the siege. but you get also some via quests. There will be also a list again in the patch notes how many medals you get for rank 1 reward, rank 2, rank 3, and I think we also added more rewards because we see some complaints that after some sieges some users didn't get any reports, so we increased the number of rewards a bit, so everyone or that more players can get rewards.
Okay, now another one that I just saw for Drestam. What about the Steam release? Do you have any update on that, or?
So no news on this side for now. Now that we managed to fix Steam for Aion Live, we will be working on releasing a Classic on Steam, but no, we don't have a date yet.
Yeah, I assume that as usual, whenever there is relevant information, it's gonna be posted via news,
Of course,
right?
well, it's a question I see a few times every week, so yeah, we will keep you informed on this side.
So I see Crozy Flet Magic, our fellow French content creator who's advertising for his Tiag guide. So yeah, I can say a word about that because I'm dealing with these people every day. Yeah, don't hesitate to follow all our content creators' channels to provide very, very useful guides. You just need to pick the one you prefer, or you can go to all of them.
You should go to all
Let's
of them.
check for more questions. And of course, speaking of which, regarding content creators, there will be again a campaign for Aion 2.0 involving content creators and their communities for the people that like to follow them. There will be things happening again. We have already several campaigns planned.
Prepare to fight for your favorite creator.
We'll let you know, or they will let you know. Actually, that's the whole point. When you follow them, they will inform you on what's up on that front. PvP to Galeas shows the dog. The dog is currently sleeping just here, so I cannot really show her. And yeah, it's not gonna be possible. Okay, what do we Steam?
It's a lot of tulut.
Yeah, this garden is full of monsters.
So I know the answer, but I need to ask if you want more streams. If people want more streams, I guess the answer is going to be yes. Yeah, it's been a while since the last one. The last one was for Classic release, right?
Not for release, actually, yeah.
But we had so much going on. We would like to have more, and maybe in the future we'll have more. But there's also like it takes more time to prepare than you can imagine, and when we have a lot of stuff to do for the product for Aion, we don't always have time to prepare those. But if you want more streams, you just need to harass Drestam, and he's going to organize it for you. That's what I've been told.
If I get like 10 pings per day for 3 months.
Yes. The main question,
No,
fellow, you are late. The main question was already asked. You just missed it. We did it midstream. So you can well, that brings me to my next point. You can rewatch, of course, this in VOD.
We will bring the VOD, maybe not tonight, but in the next day. We'll bring the VOD on YouTube. And...
Yeah, on YouTube, I guess, right? And I mean, of course, the VOD is going to be available on Twitch for 2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks, I think, yeah. I think it's 2 weeks by default.
And then, of course, we will upload it in HD on YouTube, as usual. Maybe a bit faster than last time. Last time we had a bit of hiccups, and it took a few days.
We should, yeah.
But yeah, we will try to make it faster. Okay, checking for the last questions, maybe, because I feel like we've covered most of the topics we wanted to cover. We give you guys a chance. Yes.
Maybe
please.
something from my side, because I saw it in the chat. So yes, to enter this boss, you need here a key. And we don't have the version that you maybe remember the last time where you played the old Aion. This key disappears, so you have to do this quest over and over again and get the key over and over again. So the key is a one-time use and it will disappear after you open the gate. So
Okay.
this is you have to do some quests. The quests let you enter the first rooms are short, you can't enter them. And also you then get quests for the key, and then you get a repeatable quest to get every time the key.
So now I'm gonna try to play it smart. Drestam, you told me you cannot give me a date for 2.0, right?
Yes.
But people asked me. They asked me. I'm sorry. That's how it happened. If it's gonna be in September.
No.
Okay.
I'm pretty confident I can say it won't be in September.
Yeah.
We said it will be in August, and
yeah, that's still
I
the
think
plan.
we're on
at
the right
least,
track to be in
You
August.
see, I managed to extract that bit of info from you.
Okay, yeah.
Also, I saw
Well
someone
played, well
earlier
played.
yeah, it's my job. I saw earlier people saying, "Oh, then it's in November." No. The fact that it was not in July, then we announced that it's shifted a bit, not like by 3 or 4 months. So yeah, someone is already saying October.
The plan is still August 2023, of course. Like,
yes,
I've seen this question, although ironically on Discord. Just want to make sure.
Yes, we are basically, to explain a bit what's up behind the scenes, we are, as usual, checking the last things that we need to check, the patch notes, the content, probably some testing remaining a bit. Like, there is always stuff to test, like you spend your whole life testing an update. And when this is done and when we are confident that the version is good enough and ready enough, then that's usually when we drop the date. So that's why. It's not that we like secrecy and want you people to be annoyed. Okay, let me check for maybe 2 or 3 final questions, and I think then we will leave it to that because I don't see that many new questions in the chat yet. Yeah, exactly. Like PM just told me, like the good news about telling you the date a bit, not long before the actual release, that when you know the date, then the release comes, bam, it's just like you're ready for it. No, we never said we delayed, we shifted 2.0 because we weren't ready. We did it, as we said, because of the feedback and the data we could gather. That has nothing to do with not being ready. But
There's no conspiracy.
Of course, the more time you have, the more time you spend in testing and checking everything. So it doesn't matter. If you shift it for 3 months, you will use the 3 months to keep on, checking stuff. And that's the thing. Are we doing anything about stigma shards drop increase rate? I guess it relates to drop, so same as before, no changes there for now.
No, everyone is silenced, by the way.
Sorry?
No, everyone is silenced. They flamed the complete loot, and now there's a lucky drop with 2 Eternal and 1 boss, and now everyone is silenced in the chat. And also wings are dropping.
Many people already need it. Well, you have to get it on your own.
Yeah, okay, I see what happened. Yeah, I was like, what is he even talking about? Because I was not checking. All right. Okay, let's say 2 final questions, and then we wrap it up. We don't want to hold everyone any longer. It's the weekend soon. Everyone's going to go have a drink or have dinner, and then play Aion Classic, of course.
Prepare for the new update.
And get prepared for the new update. Don't hesitate to jump in, Drestam, if you see any question that I have missed. Yeah, maybe a final word from the PM. He wanted to say a thing like the general feeling about the release and the game and everything. I think you have something to say about that, Drestam, right?
Yes, I mentioned it a bit earlier. So for now, so of course we hope Aion Classic will be a success. So both for us, but mostly for the players. So far, I think we did a pretty good job. Of course, we'll keep on working on it. Oh, there is Lou.
Yeah, there is a dog. The dog is getting hungry.
So yeah, we're pretty happy about the game as it is right now. We'll keep working on it, making it better. And yeah, as we said, we want to keep you entertained for as long as we can. And yeah.
Yeah, I think that's also the discussion we had. That not everything is perfect. We are completely aware of that. We are always trying to improve. Or never consider that everything is good and there is nothing to do. That will basically never happen.
Yeah, that would
Especially
be very
since we want
arrogant.
to build on the yeah, and especially since we want to build on the long term. We are aware of some topics that not everyone likes and where there needs to be things done. And yep, that's basically the spirit. But we are positive for the future, and we think that players will like what's coming. And be entertained for a long while. Is there anything? Okay, let's say the last question from the chat. So guys,
I also saw a question. Maybe I can clarify this a bit.
yeah. Go ahead.
Some people are asking about Bash normal mode, hard mode, and so on. So we have the normal mode version. There you only can get, for example, let me open my pad. You can get the Bashmundir set, the golden Bashmundir set. In the hard mode, you can also get the Stormwing Eternal set.
When you say also,
But you also
that means that you can
drop the
get
golden
both?
one. You can drop both in this one. We saw, I think, a Spirit Master chestplate, not chestplate, tunic or something like this. And you can get Eternal one. And with one upcoming patch, there will be a other Stormwing version. This is also the portal you saw in Silentera, the artifact in Silentera. Let me maybe show it. To make it more clear for the people, I guess.
One more question maybe after that one is about the fountain for exchanging gold medals to platinum medals. If it's gonna be there or not in the next patch.
Here's this one. This one is for the other instance, but
Okay.
it's blocked. And regarding platinum medals and so on, I think we have an NPC that exchange platinum medals for the current Azure gold medals, because you can only buy gear at the moment with the Azure gold medals. Let me check this NPC.
So how about we raffle the people that we're supposed to raffle?
Yeah, we'll give a few more minutes for people. I'll bring the...
Yeah, you can remind everyone maybe what they need to do.
Yep. So there. So you have the giveaway. How many people entered the giveaway? Wow,
I think
almost 1,000. Can we get it to 1,000 before reward it?
How many are you missing?
We miss 80 people.
I think it's gonna be tough.
It's quite a lot. So if you already wrote Storm during the stream, then you don't need to write it again.
Yeah, you don't need to write it twice, right? It's not going to increase your chances. If anything, it's going to decrease it.
Yeah, I see people writing the word, but it doesn't go up anymore. So I think we have everyone. Let's say it's 31 in 1 minute.
So are you drawing everyone at once, or how do you do it?
Yeah, I will draw the 10 names, and then over the weekend or next week, we will contact the winners and give them the coupon.
So do they have to write in the chat or do anything so that...
No, they don't even need to write in the chat, but they will have to make sure their DMs on Twitch is open. Oh, sorry, we're over 1,000 now. It just didn't update.
Perfect. So guys, don't close your DMs in case you participate, because that would be super sad if you win and you
that would be sad to not get your coupon if you win it. So I would just open.
Maybe if you can switch also again to the game screen, then I can show it.
Let's go back on the game.
Yeah, Padapan wants to show a lot of stuff today. That's good. I love it.
Winners will have to wait. Okay.
So here is also an NPC where you can buy the new gear. If you can see here, these are more or less blue medals. And if you go to this NPC, Here you can buy a Zur Gold medal bundle, and for this one you have to pay 1 platinum medal. So you can basically exchange medals, but yeah, that's the one we have at the moment in the game. The exchange regarding medals.
Okay, so at least we showed everything regarding medals. That's great.
Yes, and we also have eternal accessories from Udas in this patch.
Yeah, someone just asked us.
Nice time.
You were faster than I was. I would say, okay, it's been 1 hour 30. That was actually our plan. I think we did pretty good in that regard. Anyway, as always, we can send people to our social media channels, forum, Discord, if they want to have more information, because it will happen as we get closer.
Yeah, of course. Feel free to ask any question you might have on Discord. I cannot guarantee I will have every answer, but at some point, the answers will be given to you. May it be in further news, or just me the time that I find the answer on my own, in patch notes. Like, you will have every info you will ever need.
Great. So let's go ruffling now.
Let's go for it. So I will just roll the 10 people, I will write the name down, and I will contact you with your prize. So congrats to Yi Doggy, to Kiyose_Kiyose, Kuratus. I hope I'm not, like, I'm saying these properly. Florilax, Super Pompon QQ.
What a name!
Welcome to Twitch.
what an awesome name.
Brunaco or Brunac 0.
Brunac 0, yeah.
I have 6 so far. Kami 96. Ashes Pursuit. Sorry. For 8. 2 more. Smyodin. Or Smyodin. And yeah, Smyodin. Let's not play the S on its own.
Smyodin.
And let's roll some drums for the last one. Endymion. Sorry.
I don't know, yes.
I'm really sorry in advance for any name that I...
Yeah, sorry for butchering your names, guys. We're sure it took you like hours and hours to choose this name, and we're just butchering it live in front of 1,000 people. That's not very nice. But
part of the magic.
We apologize, but we have a code to apologize. So at least there is that.
And that's it. We have our winners. Right. So you will be contacted directly from my Drestam account. So expect a DM from me. It's not spam. No worries. And that's it.
Yes, don't block Drestam if you want to reward. So I would just like to say, before we leave, thanks to Drestam, of course, and Vadapan for being there, and informing everyone. And thanks everyone for watching, even the people that are watching from other channels, because I know this is happening. And I guess we
thank you all to you, players, users, for playing Aion Classic, making it into such a success. So
exactly, stay tuned. More information, as always, is coming, and we
also
see you in the next stream. Well, it's gonna be just us Drestam, so that we have another stream and we see each other again, right? That's I think my job is done for today. Okay, have a nice evening, everyone. Have a nice weekend, and see you soon on Aion Classic.
See you, people.
Yeah, also from my side. Have a nice evening. Thank you for watching. I hope I could show a lot. It's very much content. I hope we picked the right one. We didn't show everything, but it's not possible.
Yeah, 2.0 is actually huge. So
that would take hours and hours. Bye bye, everyone. Have a nice one.
See you, everyone.
See you.